Good evening, everyone. And I can hear Kim out there running by. She's almost here.
I'm almost ready.
She's almost ready. So who do we have here on time? We have, let's see, Lester LeSabre first at 7 Central, on the hour. Buddy Carfano, retired Inspector Bruce, Kevin Smith, Mexican Spec, Johnny C. Let's see, everybody else is still 7 o'clock. Pretty good. Buddy Carfano. Wow. Oh, I already said Buddy Carfano. Okay, so you're all here on time.
I got my coffee. All right.
Whoa, you're here.
Hello. Look, we're matching. You're red. I'm red. The dashboard's red. Nice thing.
That dashboard's really bright. I kind of like the dashboard, but I don't like the color.
I'm so
it's
down.
Too
So
much.
I was late, so all you early people, on time people, you get points. Let me explain the points. Look, I don't got a spreadsheet or a database. I can't keep track of all these points. I award you points. When you do something good, you keep track of your points. You know how many you
May
have.
I have the paper, please?
Yes.
Mexican Spec. I'm watching this over here.
You know
Mexican
how many
Spec's
you have.
asking questions, so I got to butt in for a second. Favorite performance parts. That's what we decided to do.
That's tonight's topic. It's performance parts. So I'm going to give you an email address here in a moment. If you want to send in pictures of stuff, or you can suggest things, and I will try to use the Google as we go, and I will put your pictures up here. We will talk about them.
Or you send in pictures of your own cars, own shops, own streets you drive on, pictures of yourself, all these kind of things. They're all welcome pictures. Anyway, go ahead.
So it's double points. Lester, you get 8 points for being here first. Man. Buddy, Bruce, Kevin, Mexican Spec, Johnny C. You all get 6 points. And that's it. People are trickling slowly. More people will show up. It happens that way. But thank you, everyone here who is on time.
Kevin Smith, you have a I assume a circle is a roundabout. They did 1,807 laps around.
Wow.
We have one here called Ronda the Roundabout. I told Kim she wanted me to go around there and she's going to video me, and I said I want to go around there backwards. See how many times I can go around the traffic circle, the roundabout backwards, and no, you're not doing that.
It's not inflation, Mexican Spec. It's because I was late. We award double points. So, but it is going to cause inflation. There's going to be problems.
Yeah, because you're giving away
your retirement. Mexican Spec has been saving those points up for his retirement, and now their value, their spending, their core value is being diluted by the senseless and just, I mean, downright, what would you call it? What word would you call it? Just the way you just can't print money like that and expect it not to cause problems. Okay. Tonight, we're going to talk about performance parts, favorite performance parts. I think we're just going to look at a bunch of pictures of shiny things. That sounds pretty cool.
Retirement is the same as vacation. I have no idea what that is. Difference with retirement, the paycheck stops.
Retirement is just like vacation. I haven't had a vacation.
Yeah, the paycheck stops. You're just like, huh? Yeah. Stunned. You get Social Security, which is like this much money.
You keep on working, but you don't get a paycheck. So, yeah.
So,
I don't know. I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, so we become YouTubers. And have fun doing this. And we work on a lot of cars, and we turn our junk into good stuff. Kim was going over it last night.
Trash can on the whole internet.
Yeah, we were up there, working on a trash can last night. And Kim goes, look around. She goes, last year, this car wasn't running, and they're all running, and they're daily drivers, and they have air conditioning.
We brought your car into the fleet and completely refurbished it.
I go, you're right. We're way ahead of where we were a year ago, so, yeah.
Yeah, it feels overwhelming because we're always trying to do new stuff and chasing after things and chasing down new problems, and everything we see, we try and squash, and we try to record it and we're trying to grow the channel, and we're trying to, communicate with people and create relationships. And it's a lot of skills that maybe we didn't use as much when we were in our working lives. So it's not just continue working, it's a whole new career. And it is, I mean, it's tough when you see someone else come in, and I don't begrudge anybody their success. I mean, if you're having success, that's great. I'm happy for you. You do that. But when you see somebody having big success and you're like, why am I not having big success? And like you have to confront the fact that, well, maybe I'm just not very entertaining. What am I doing wrong? You have to be able to look, self-reflection, a lot of that. And like, who wants to look at their own flaws square in the eyes every day, every project?
It's amazing. We'll put a lot of work into a video and I'll really like it and it'll get like this many views. And then there's a silly one we do. The one we did on the trash can last night? That thing's doing real well. It just took off.
Of all the silly videos.
Yeah, it's just silliness. But you know what? You know how long I've been wanting to make that trash can so it won't fall over? Every live we do at the shop, I flip that trash can over. Then I got to crawl under the desk afterwards and clean the mess up. And I got tired of it, so I did something about it.
Mexican Spec says define running.
Oh.
I would say, okay.
Well, the Valiant was definitely a pushmobile. It had no engine in it. And now it drives.
Running is different than it being a good or reliable car.
And
running, I mean, if it starts and goes for more than a minute, then it's running. Will it run? But the will it run and drive, 500 miles, yada, yada, yada. Now, is it a reliable vehicle? Would you send your wife or girlfriend, or we won't say grandmother because I think there's a slightly higher standard for grandmother, but would you send your wife or girlfriend who doesn't know anything about cars on a little trip without you? Right? And expect them to get back without problems.
My Zephyr, when I got it, I figured out what I had to do to drive it, and I drove it up here, and we had to fix a couple of things because the brake pedal went almost to the floor, and then the brakes worked, but man, it was like right to the floor before they applied. So we got that so it was better, and a couple other things we got so it was better, and then I kind of had to nurse it home, 600 miles. But now there's no nursing it. You get in it, you turn the key on, put it in gear. If it's cold out, you turn the heat on. If it's hot out, you put the air conditioning on, and you just drive it there. This morning I went over to Walmart, which is for us, it's like a half-hour drive. And I just got in the car, like a normal car, started up, drove it over there, drove it back.
It is a normal car.
It's pretty good.
It would pass a safety inspection.
It's pretty good.
It gets reasonable gas mileage. It's not likely to fail for any reason I think the worst thing about your car right now, if I had to guess, if I had to quantify, is the start and restart. You really have to, if you put a stranger in your car, they would struggle with the start and restart because there's no choke, and it's a little bit funny with the carburetor is.
When I start it in the morning, it's like 3 shots of gas, unless it's a real warm morning, then it's like 1 shot of gas. But 3 shots of gas, it starts up. I got to use my foot to keep it up on the idle a little bit, and then I can let go. The bigger problem is when you shut it off and wait like 10 minutes. You gotta hold the throttle open and crank it because it's fuel goes down in there or something. It's not really flooded, but it sort of is. And so you got to crank, clears it out, and it starts right up. Yeah, it's a little weird. So we probably have to do some carburetor work. But, yeah. Is that because Kim fixes things? Yeah, a lot of it's because Kim fixes things. But then...
I like a challenge.
And then when we're up there, like last night, we were up there for quite a while. I was busy the whole evening. I know you never see that because I'm sitting there taking care of the chat and sitting at my desk, And
he's retired.
I'll go help Kim sometimes when we're doing a live, but I don't do much when we're on the live. We don't have a live going. Yeah, the sockets, that top drawer that's got all the sockets in it, it just got so wipe them off, and maybe not even wipe them off, just kept throwing like kind of the big ones over here.
Every set was in disarray.
The little ones over here, and the metric and the SAEs all mixed up. Well, I took all the sockets out and cleaned the trays, cleaned everything. And man, right now it's looking pretty good. But I said to Kim, I've been at this like almost 3 hours, and look at it. It looks pretty good. But after you let it go that long,
Good evening, Mike. Good evening, Olive. Welcome in.
But I took care of it. And I fixed my trash can. Fell asleep listening. Are we that boring? Okay. Just everybody tune us in, and then you can get in bed and fall asleep because we're so boring.
He didn't sleep last night. He was up all night, and then he went to Walmart this morning.
I got in bed about 11 o'clock this morning because, I don't know, I was busy at night, and then it got light, and I went to Walmart because we needed a few things, and Kim was asleep already, so I left and went and took care of some things we needed. So most older cars have a start ritual. I remember most people long ago always gave instructions to anyone when they borrowed a car.
Yeah.
That's the...
Hold the pedal to the floor, crank it 4 times, then pump the pedal some more.
That's the difference between the modern electronic cars and the old carbureted cars.
Yeah. You don't even touch the pedal on the fuel-injected cars.
Right away with the other cars, you had to figure out what the little nuances were for getting started.
Not everything about electronic car. I mean, that's the thing about it is if you can afford a brand new car whenever you want one, then I guess the new cars aren't so bad.
Well, my 64 Ford, I never had a choke on that thing. Once I put the 351 in it, had a big, I don't know what it was, 625, what is now a Edelbrock carburetor. It was an AFB then. And I just go out there and it's like 3 pumps. I'd squirt some fuel in there, it'd fire right up every time. And then I had to leave a little gas on for 15 20 seconds, and then it would idle. And that's just how that car was. It was real predictable. But for somebody that would be driving a modern car today, they get in there and just crank it, and I know it would never start. But I knew the trick. So let's see, I'm talking too much.
Mexican Specs is as hot as it is here. I haven't had a car that loaded up the carb after driving it. His is really bad about that. I think because all the heat shields and stuff like that, they ripped them off a long time ago.
Somebody took the heat shields off.
They get rusty and then they clatter and anyway.
What does it go right under the carburetor or what? Where's the heat shield supposed to be?
I think it goes over the exhaust manifold.
Oh,
I don't know.
We need to look at a stock. We need to get some pictures of a stock one and see what it looks like.
Maybe
because if it's a plate that goes under the carburetor, I'll just make one out of a piece of 040 aluminum or something.
Bruce says, as an ex-tow truck driver, I towed a lot of new cars to the dealer. Nothing is 100% reliable. Absolutely. Right.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of moving parts.
It either works right and you just turn the key like the Jeep is right now, or when something fails, it doesn't start at all. So then they get towed somewhere, or you get out your laptop and start figuring it out, or your scanner, whatever. We use a laptop, but scan tool, whatever.
Mike N says, I wasn't talking about last night. I fell asleep. Another stream with Mexican Spec. That's right. Mexican Spec is all over the place. So yeah, you could have conversations with him just about every day.
He had a question and answer thing, and
hardest working mod on YouTube.
I slept through it. I'm sorry. I woke up and it's like, oh, there it is. I missed it. Because I was sleeping during the day instead at night. Okay.
Anyone can start an injected car. Old cars take finesse. Yeah, if you don't know, you can flood out a car so it will just never start. Wash down the cylinders and then it gets more and more wet the spark plugs. It's just never going to want to start. Yeah, if you don't understand what's going on, if you can't read the sound of a cranking engine, yeah, these are skills that are being lost. Young kids, they don't know. Well, but then again, his car doesn't even have a choke. The Valiant doesn't have a choke either. No. Does my car have a choke?
I don't know. You know what I want to do?
Who needs all that? If you have an accelerator pump, you don't need a choke.
I got too much on my mind right now. And Mexican Spec says that's okay, but if the live was VW heavy. Well, Major Maroon, who's in here somewhere, he came in earlier before we came on. He's already sent pictures, so
Well, speaking of sending pictures, most of you already know this.
I'm gonna put up one of his pictures. Oops, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. This is the first one I want. I'm going to put it up behind us. Ooh, it's a little
Whoa.
small, but I'm going to zoom in on it. That, we were talking about the Volkswagen bus he learned to drive in, and that's the one they had when they were kids. And I remember
here,
that
I'll
thing.
make us a little bit smaller so you guys can see.
Okay, and I'm...
Oh,
Well,
where'd your picture go?
Killed the picture.
Uh-oh, something's
Kim
going
pushed the
wrong.
wrong button.
There we go.
So that's
magic. Movie magic.
that's in front
Here,
of their...
I'm moving on. I gotta move us. We're in the way.
That's in front of their house when... that's where we used to hang out when I was a kid. And that Volkswagen bus was...
How old was that house?
That house is built in 1955. In that picture, it's probably... It's probably... let's see, they had that bus painted red. It was a blue bus. They had it painted red in 66. So it's sometime after 1966. Probably between 66 and 68, something like that. So I know they had that Nimrod trailer. It was a big tent trailer, and they'd go on vacation and tow that trailer. And
my mom always wanted one of those little Campo trailers.
Bus was a 58, but that engine had been, I don't know what he did to it. Probably oversized cylinders and everything. I don't know. I know it was a kind of a hot rodded engine. So the bus went pretty good. And it pulled a trailer. I want a trailer with a Volkswagen bus. I love it. So, Dougster's here. I didn't see him come in. Wow. Because I'm looking over here. So anyway, then he sent another picture. Oh, he says that trip was in 67. Man, I said between 66 and 68. Pretty good guess. Anyway, there's another picture.
Peak Americana. Yeah.
There's another picture from inside that same bus.
Oh my gosh, you think that was Norman Rockwell? Check this
and here
one.
is...
That is a Norman Rockwell picture, if you ever saw it.
The guy with the glasses there staring at us, that's Major Maroon when he was pretty darn young.
Nice. Very nice.
What he say?
Thank you so much,
what
guys.
What he say is now he's like 75 years old or 76 years old or something
it's
now.
Always a blast to see old family pictures.
Oh, I love seeing the old pictures.
This is the automotive adjacent. Look, they're in the Volkswagen. This could not be more automotive.
I remember riding in this thing and listening to it, and it's manual transmission. Mom and Dad both knew how to drive the manual transmission because that's how it was. Oh, Major Maroon, I got drafted while they were on that trip. Oh man, I remember that. They came home from the trip. He was gone. He was already in the Army.
Wow.
That's quite a surprise. Parents come home and
he's got the buddy.
The son is like 18 years old and he's gone. Why? Left a note. I'm in the Army.
Doug's
oh man!
I wanted to say a welcome in, Dougster.
The radio.
The Dougster Wolverine Garage. Dougster streams live on Monday nights. We enjoy your stuff. You know what? We really could have used Dougster's new saw to make that base for.
His new saw.
Yeah, he has that band saw. That would have been nice for.
I don't know how I saw that silly video we put up this morning, but it was. I got tired of trash can flipping over, so I fixed it and we did a video on it. It's total silliness, but it's really good.
He was off on a tangent. We were doing things, and he was like, "I'm fixing this trash can," and I'm like, "Okay, I have a piece of plywood." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm cutting it out." And then I was like, we don't have a saw, so then we had to do it the next day because I had to dig in the tool pile. All these Tupperware bins. I'm crawling in the pile of Tupperware bins looking for the paint. It was in with the painting supplies. That's where I finally found it.
Well, so we're doing accessories and everybody's pictures of everything, but I just stuck this up here as an opening photo because I like custom instrument panels, and somebody did that. I don't know what it fits.
Dougster, send us a picture of your automotive performance accessory. The tunnel one. We'd love to see that. I don't have a picture of it. Make sure, if you can, send us a picture of it, because what's the progress on that right now?
And Buddy Carafano sent in a bunch of pictures. I'm going to start
I want to see some shiny things, because performance, you start talking about performance, I mean, this is where the money gets spent.
I can't zoom that in. But,
okay, I have a way to make it much bigger. Check this out.
When they're links, I can't zoom in. She has to do some other change over there. But yeah, Buddy Carfano sent that in. That's quite an accessory right there. Man, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Could you put that on a 6-cylinder? It'd be on the side of my engine.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Today, coming up that hill, where was I?
That said, he got better miles per gallon while towing that tent trailer.
I remember him saying that.
crazy.
I remember him saying that because he said he thought the air flowed around the back of it better. And it wasn't a heavy trailer. I remember him saying that.
I remember the old Westinghouse motors with the little oil things, the spring-loaded little oil wells, and you dip. I remember those.
See,
Man.
Mike N noticed that radio sitting on the dash. It was well, see, they had a TV and radio and stereo. The old way it used to be, a local shop where you went and you bought your TV and they serviced it, and if you had a problem, they'd come out of the house and fix it. The way service used to be. So, there was Motorola. They sold Motorola's and RCA and Zenith. So there was a Motorola portable radio up on the dash because that was the radio in the car. I think that's pretty cool.
Welcome in, Mr. The Formula. What's going on is we're talking about tonight's topic is performance parts. So we're drooling over pictures of engine candy,
Well, whatever
toppings,
comes in.
the good stuff, the chrome, the stuff that you don't buy until you've got your daily driver situated, and then
Well, some people
fancy
buy this
stuff.
stuff first, and then they got a piece of junk with a blower on it.
But it looks nice in the garage.
And he said, "No, that's kind of big, but
Slapper bars,
people
huh?
can see what it is." Yeah, Buddy Carfano sent in a bunch of pictures, so I'm sure.
Oh, you know what really
picture.
grinds Tony's gears?
Oh, people put those on Chrysler products.
People put those on Chrysler products because you know why you can't put those on Chrysler
You
products?
can. They don't do any good.
Because Chrysler products have what's it called when
Well,
the leaf spring is a third to the
Front.
axle and then 2/3 back to the rear hanger, and that makes the
And they got a snubber on the third member or on the rear end, so the rear starts to wind up. It can't because that snubber hits the underside of the body.
it works really good.
So it works great. So this is just doesn't. It rides around on the car, I guess.
Mexican Spec says his family had a travel trailer, and the '63 Econoline didn't tow it very well. It was scary on the freeway. Oh.
Major Maroon, their service vehicle at their shop.
Asymmetrical. Olive gets 3 points for knowing it was called asymmetrical. Because you should have known that.
Well, I probably knew it,
Thank
but
you,
I didn't think of that. But
Our
okay.
brains don't come up with the relevant technical terminology.
So anyway, at their store, they had that Volkswagen bus for their family car. At the store, they had an Econoline van. I don't remember what year it was, 61, 2, 3, somewhere in there. And it had a 170 cubic inch 6 in it, and it didn't go real well. Oh, Dad put a stroker crankshaft in the VW, 1100 cc's to 1300 roughly.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, and the 1600s were later, so he did that real early. He was one of the first people doing, beefing up, performance VWs, and that bus was it.
Mexican Spec says, is it Mr. the Formula or Mrs. the... I guess the Formula, maybe that's a non-binary pronoun.
Jeez.
The Buff Del Campo. It could be. It could work.
And he says his
Woke.
right there, Major Maroon says 1961 was their Econoline van, and I bet the Econoline van was slower than the Volkswagen.
Really?
Well, because
it have been
it was a 170. It was a truck.
A 170.
Which is just like
that was the early 6.
Well, it's just like my 200, except
but
it's smaller.
Yeah.
And it had a 3-speed on the column, and it probably
would be a little slow in a van.
It probably wasn't.
It's not bad in your car, but in a van, that would be. Yeah, and they probably used the gearing to make it lift a heavy van, so it was probably
I don't know.
A snail.
It was a van.
Powerful snail. It probably could go up a hill.
It served its purpose.
Unstoppable, but not exactly fast.
They could deliver TVs. I remember we had a problem with a TV one time. His father came out, Howard. Howard came out and looked at TV. and he couldn't fix it there. So he pulled the chassis out. It was a big cabinet. He pulled the chassis out with the picture tube and everything, put it in the van, and drove off. A couple of days later, he brought it back, put it in. It was working. That's the service we used to get.
Wow.
That's the
We
way it
got
was.
to install microwave ovens,
And
custom kitchen
this-
deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs.
Oh, look at this. Econoline rear axle would bend. They put a strap on it. Oh, I didn't know that. You had caffeine tonight?
A little. I'm on my yeah, I had the caffeine.
D-Man's here. Good evening. But yeah, and then Olive says, are you sure those Turbskis?
Turboski.
Whatever that is.
That's
are big enough.
how they call them on Cletus McFarlane. They call them twin Turboskis. They get really redneck sometimes. They lean into it for fun.
So I don't know if I just call this an add-on accessory. That's a pretty good accessory.
VW superchargers are so cute and small. They would have to be for a... Speaking of cute and small superchargers. Do you guys want to see my supercharger? I do have a supercharger. Never before seen. Kim's supercharger. I do. Do you want me to go get it?
I don't know. Which one is it?
If nobody wants me to, I won't
Go get it. Is it the one
when
you made?
nobody else is saying
the one you made. Is it the one you made before I met you?
No.
Okay, go get it. Because that one's froze up.
I may have shown it to you. He may have seen it.
So then Dougster sent these pictures in.
Performance accessories is yes. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Mean Street Mopar, welcome in. How's things going?
Okay.
How's your projects? How's your video? There it is, Dougster. Thank you so much.
Can you zoom out a little bit?
Oh, wow. Look at how good the polish came out. Dougster put a bunch of time hand polishing those suckers. Look at that. What motor is that for?
Ask Dougster.
It's not a hairdryer. It's a real supercharger Mexican spec.
Hairdryer.
Lester
She wouldn't use a hairdryer.
If Lester wants to see it,
she'd use a leaf blower.
I would not use a leaf blower.
2 leaf blowers.
I would not call it a supercharger if it was a leaf blower.
So while Kim's getting that, we're going to show more of Dougster's pictures. Dougster. What is this? Man. So how many pounds of boost do you expect, Kim?
5. It's not a high boost situation. 5
Hayabusa.
Okay, you guys ready?
Oh, it's for a big block Chevy rectangle port.
Big block Chevy.
What is this?
Block Chevy.
Well, I haven't seen this.
Oh!
Where did this come from? When did
Are
you
leaf
get
blowers
this?
legal here? I don't know, but we've got one. We've got bootleg leaf blower. This is a real thing.
Oh, what? I don't even know about this thing.
It's a real thing. Has anybody ever seen Robot Cantina? That's a fun little program. See, check it out.
Oh, I can hear it. That's a little Roots blower.
Is it blowing?
I don't.
I can feel air.
I can smell it. It's oil in there or something. I can smell it. And Major Maroon says one day, Bro and I were going down Augusta Street. That's in town we lived in. In the Econoline, I switched off the ignition, pumped the throttle, ignition on, and blew the muffler. I did that to my brother's '63 Plymouth. Came off the highway, went down underneath an underpass. I turned the key off, going all the way down that off ramp. When I got under the underpass, I turned it on. Oh man, it sounded like a bomb went off. And then as I drove out of there, the car, instead of just going, it was going. It's like, uh-oh. I got in there looking, the whole bottom of the muffler was blown out. I had to buy my brother a muffler.
That's the VW supercharger size. No, actually, this one's small. I think it's more like what Olive is saying from like a Kai van. I think it's just rated for no bigger than like a 600 or 700 cc engine.
So, Dougster, what are these What are these? He didn't put anything. So
I honestly, at some point, I thought that I was gonna put this on a mini bike.
show up at no name.
D-Man, thank you. I wore a dress. Check it out. I look nice. I look like a person, like I'm supposed to. Like I'm supposed to. I'm not wearing any jewelry. You're supposed to wear jewelry and a belt and stuff, so I'm not really as dressed up as I should be. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the Mexican spec says K-Van, Kim.
K-Van?
It's called K.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I never knew how to pronounce it.
Thank you for correcting me. I don't want to sound like somebody who doesn't know anything about something that I don't know anything about. 60s dress? Maybe. Yeah. It's a vibe. It's cute. It fits me really well. It's like just right for me.
All girlied out.
An A-line dress always does me justice.
So I've been showing Dougsters, okay, Dodge Brothers hubcaps, teens and 20s, okay. And then this is another job he's done. I hand polished the wheels there, Lincoln Town Car spare tire wheels. And he's going crazy with the polishing. You know, when
you clear coat them when you're done?
Everything will be black. You'll be breathing. Aluminum looks so shiny, but when it comes off, it's black, man. Let's see here. I hand polished the wheels there, Lincoln Town Car spare tire wheels. Okay, already read that. What's this one?
Nice.
Oh, this is the...
Oh, the Lincoln Town Car used an aluminum wheel for the spare for weight savings, I'll bet. They're probably big with little tire. Oh, that's cool. Smart. Dougster's been collecting up some serious performance part. Oh, whose motor is this?
That's Dougster's.
Oh, that's before he polished the tunnel ram. Man, you must have spent hours polishing on that thing. It's going to look so good when it is done. You know?
Look at that.
People don't appreciate what it takes.
This is what I notice.
Did that short we made with yours...
Look at that. Part catalog.
With your Chevy go up?
No, we haven't done the Chevy one yet.
Okay, wait till you guys see.
Oh yeah, do I give them a preview or do I just put it up? I guess
you
I'll
could
just
give
put
them
it
a
up.
preview.
You know what happened? I had this nice small block Chevy that I bought. It came out of a running car. It didn't have any miles on it yet. It had been started and run. I think everybody knows about this.
You've talked about it, yeah.
Okay.
You have it. It didn't go anywhere.
So it's sitting there. It's covered up, wrapped up in the shop. So Kim's cleaning up that corner, and that engine transmission's always in the way. You got to climb over it, trip over the transmission. It's just one of those things. It's annoying. So she uncovered it to move it. Man, there's a mouse nest about this big up on the intake manifold, and it just looks terrible. So we did a video about it. I'm not sure what we're going to do now. Yeah, clear coat will dull out the polished aluminum. Yep. Yeah, I don't know how you make the clear stick.
Scott from Cold War Motors shaved his beard? Did he? I didn't see that yet. Shoot. I'm going to have to watch it now.
Be like if I shaved this thing off.
See what happened.
I wouldn't look the same.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, you really have to clickbait people in always, every day. It has to be clickbait. I bet you a cookie. Man. It's tough to polish stuff and keep it looking good. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Did you finish your story about your motor?
Yeah, we did a video on it, so I just gave him a preview. Oh. Did it have mouse nest in it? Huh?
Did you take pictures? It's really pretty. It's got lots of cool accessories on it.
What, my engine?
Yeah.
No.
You're feeling really down about it, but I never really looked at it, and it's awesome. It's going to be killer.
Looks like crap now.
Somebody spent a bunch of money on those accessories on that motor. It's got all the chrome candy. I really like that. Air cleaner assembly.
But now the mice have been in it. So now I got, the mice go in the exhaust. Did the mics, all the questions I have now. They go in.
I don't like they pee all over everything.
Yeah, that thing stinks and looks like hell.
It was a dead mouse.
So here we have, why is that so big? Can I zoom that out? No, you might have. That's Andrew Button sent this in.
Oh yeah, we got to change our size because I'm
change your size.
Change our. Oh, look in. What kind of car is it in? Who can tell us what kind of car this engine is in. Is that small block Chevy?
He
Small block Chevy.
says
Oh, no. Let the chat guess.
he didn't. Yeah, I see what it is. I see what it is. He did say what it is, but he didn't say what car it was. He just saw what engine it was. But we all can see what engine
Small
it
block
is.
Chevy.
I mean, that does look good.
Olive, the little supercharger, would it help that Triumph engine? I think it's too small. I don't think it's big enough to make enough boost for an engine, even a small engine like 1100cc. I think
That
after,
aluminum car, when we finish that Triumph, that aluminum car, I'll be happy if it just moves around and goes down the road.
It's
not gonna be fast. Oh yeah, it'll be faster than the original Spitfire because it'll be aluminum. It'll be a lot lighter, you know. So
Yeah, I mean, we're just building it with a motor in it so that it can move, but we don't really. It's not a performance build. It's more like a concept. Build.
Major Maroon says
Concept build.
Milner's 32. You remember when that movie came out? I'm trying to think. I figured that out. It was I got to do some math here. 32, 40, 52, 62. That car was that. Oh, I just got overrun by ads. Sorry, everybody. I didn't catch it on time.
If you get an advertisement, tell us about it, and I'll award you points.
So now I'm interrupted.
Are you interrupted, though? It's hard to say.
So
you always stop for ads.
I know, because I want people to hear what I'm saying. I don't want to just be like in the background while the ad's playing. I'm going.
I know, but in the replay, we're just sitting here like dummies, waiting for ads that didn't happen.
So, yeah, that came out in 1973. So that car was 41 years old. Oh, I thought his coupe was a 32.
Dyslexics of the world unite.
See, now they say it was a 31, a 32. I always thought it was 32 Ford. So anyway, so it was 41 years old, which at the time, even in 1973 when that movie came out, seemed like a very old car to me. I mean, it was just an old car. Now I look at my Mercury and I go, man, it's 47 years old. It's older than John Milner's car was when the movie came out. And no wonder young people look at that and they wave and there was some guy getting a ticket one day and the cops had him pulled over. And while he's sitting there waiting for the ticket, I drive by the other way and he goes, and he waves to me, you know.
D-Man got an NFL commercial. Thank you, D-Man, for telling us about our advertisers. Boy, do the people who watch these car stuff, car people watch football? National Football League? I haven't watched football in years. I watched football when I was younger a little bit.
Mexican Spec got an ad, but you didn't catch the name.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. You got to know who the ad was.
You've been here long enough to know. If you didn't get a brand name, sorry.
Yeah, I always thought it was
You know who does 32. A lot of ads about making websites is Wix. People are always advertising Wix. Making a website with Wix. Does anybody make websites anymore? This? Do you make a website? Anybody have a website? Raise your hand if you have a website.
We're going to look over there for hands going up.
Yes. Look, EFOG, welcome to the stream. EFOG's waving his hand. He has a website.
Put your hands up. No, not like that. Like in school. Not like when the police stop you. Average Tinkerer. Average Tinkerer. Hey, how you doing?
Welcome to the stream.
Because this is somebody that I commented on something and we ended up having a conversation. So I told Average Tinkerer about this and here he is.
Sweet. Thanks for visiting us in. We appreciate you. That's a vintage C16 intake on there from when it was... No. Because it's a small block Chevy.
Well...
Oh, yeah, from 73 maybe.
Yeah, it's an often house. You remember, now they're real, they got air gaps and all this. These set kind of low, and that's how they look back in the day.
Oh, I see.
Dual quad manifolds kind of look like that. It's all tight down in the engine. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, C16 is the part number of the manifold.
Kevin says most of my ads don't even say what they are. How is that an advertisement? They have to tell you what it is.
Yeah, buy my stuff. Where do I find it? It's
buy some stuff. Vote for the guy. Some guy. We're not going to say his name, but make sure you vote for him.
Dougster says, "Win with Wix." Is that a commercial he got? Wix. Average Shinker, we can agree it's a 5-window and iconic. Just leave it at that. It was a 32 Ford, I'm sure. 5-window.
Details are not important. I suppose that might be true. I mean, okay, so details don't sell. Like, people don't give a crap about the details. Just hide it in the fine print.
Yeah.
Let them find it later. Gotcha.
Let's see, the car in American
But you have
Graffiti
to
was
pay
a
extra
32
for the
5-window.
internet every month.
Can you look up
What?
John Milner's Ford? John Milner's 32 Ford or whatever. And then we can put a picture of it up there because
Is it the one from American Graffiti?
yeah. And then we can all look at the picture. And I bet people won't know the difference if it's a Model A or a 32 Ford, but there are differences. And I don't know exactly what they all are. Something with the rain gutters and the frame's a little wider on the 32 and stuff. But
all right.
they look a lot the same.
Yep, that didn't work. Oh, that didn't work either. You know what it is? I didn't even. Haven't even.
Oh, you didn't get it initiated.
I haven't looked up anything yet. That's why. Here it comes. All right, here we are. I'm gonna.
Wasn't that a nice car?
Blow it up so you guys can read the AI overview.
Oh, I don't want to see AI overview. I want to see the car.
Nope, there's the AI overview. The American Graffiti 4, John Miller Bright Red 32 Ford 5-window coupe. Now we have to check to see if AI is correct, because AI is no smarter than our chat, because our chat was there. AI just showers the web for answers. It doesn't even know if it's the right answer. Oh wow, you're in a bad mood.
Well, I don't want to read AI. I don't like AI because AI is like full of mistakes.
It's an answer machine. It's not a correct answer machine. It's just an answer machine. It is a responder bot. That's all it is. It's not smart, and it is not alive.
You know, Average Thinker says 32. It's close enough to call it. I think it 31 had a bit different body line, the rear quarters. You know, I really don't know. I had a friend in Ohio. He goes, "These are the differences," and he pointed them all out. And one of the things is the frame is a little wider on the 32, and I think there's something with the rain gutters, but I promptly forgot it all. But yeah, I think this was a 32. And it's a chop top, so it's not stock. I mean, that's a nice looking car. Would you like to drive that around? That would be fun. Except you wouldn't want to get hit in that thing. Johnny C. Radiator was exposed. Meant to say. Oh, I see.
There's great controversy in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Miller's 32 at Stromberg's. I don't know. We can't see close enough. These are all like too far away pictures.
I don't know which picture is going to be accurate.
And then Kevin Smith says the model car was a 31 5-window. You have to drive it hunched over in the driver's seat. That's kind of he kind of drove hunched over, and he was always looking up at the mirror. It's just the way he drove, you know. I don't know. Oh yeah, and there's the Thunderbird that was in that same movie. Oh, look at that! Before the paint, or before the second paint. Oh yeah,
which one? This one here?
Yeah, and it's got Kragers on it.
No, that's on eBay. That's somebody's reproduction.
Somebody's reproduction.
Yeah, look, because it's not chopped either.
Yeah, that's too tall.
See how tall the window is there? Yeah, this one's chopped. That's neat though, because that kind of shows you what it looks like without the chop.
Sure looks better with the chop.
It looks a lot sportier with the chop.
I like chop tops as long as they're not overdone.
It doesn't look very convenient to drive with the chop. All right, I think we are persisting quite a bit on this one conversation.
Okay,
maybe
I have more emails.
Do you have any other stuff?
Yeah, I got more. I'm over here going to look at this.
I mean, we could circle back. If you guys really enjoy talking about this car, that's okay too.
That's my cursor.
That's the thing, is it's your stream as much as ours. Like, we don't have a... This is how detailed the script is, right?
Oh, don't show them our story.
I mean, that's as detailed as we get. So if we bounce all
and that's about 5 weeks worth of...
Yeah, that's 5 weeks worth of scripting, you know? The average tinkerer says we just had Metro Cruise and works at a gas station, so I got pics for days. She sent me 30-ish 5 window. The quarters looked different. Could have been a custom job too, I suppose. Oh well, it was custom. But yeah. All right.
Okay, can you switch back to my pictures?
Okay.
'Cause
Sorry,
you said you wanted to
I
move
missed-
away from that, so I put a new picture
I
up.
just want to not get too stuck.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about one car a lot, but that's okay.
I mean, it's curiosity. You live in the Grand Rapids area, Dougster asks. I guess he knows about it. I'm trying. The button wasn't working.
A button wasn't working. Okay.
Super impatient on me here.
No, I thought you gave up.
Oh,
Okay, so Andrew Button, who sent this in?
Oh, we
Now
have tunnel ram.
Now I forgot.
Look at the size of those indents.
No, Bruce Colchin. Bruce Colchin sent this in.
So this doesn't have the air gap like Dougster's does. What's this for?
This
Hemi?
is for
Is this Hemi?
a big block Ford.
Big block Ford.
He says.
Now, what size motors are big block Fords?
Well, I'm thinking they're like. See, they used to call the FEs big blocks, but this is obviously not an FE, so I'm assuming this is the 385 engine. The engine called the 385 is 429 cubic inches, 460. There was a truck engine that was smaller.
429. Oh yeah, 460. Ford
Yeah.
460 is definitely a big block. Wow.
It's just they used to always call the FEs, which is the 390 and 428s and all those. They call those big blocks because these weren't around yet. But then now nobody calls those big blocks anymore. They call them FEs.
Look at that. Dougster and Average Tinkerer are making friends. You guys are both very mechanically minded people. And you should definitely.
Oh, I didn't know where Average
Tinker. You should check out the Dougster Wolverine Garage channel. Is it Average Tinkerer a YouTube channel?
No, you know what happened? I made a comment. I was a little abrasive to somebody. I don't even remember what it was about.
Okay.
I just saw something and it irritated me, and I hammered out something. And right away, he come back like, "What's wrong with you?" That kind of thing.
He gets irritable sometimes.
So I decided I could have just deleted it, and then I thought, nah, I'm gonna stand my ground here.
Okay.
So I wrote kind of a long reply to Average Tinker why I wrote what I did, and then he came back. I was okay. I'll agree with that or something. And then we ended up having a conversation. And what happened? Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel. So I ended up going over to his.
Dougster, check out the Average Tinkerer.
But is that okay? What I want to do is.
You guys can be friends.
We gotta
Who knows?
find that.
Maybe you work in the same
We gotta
place.
find that. But I don't remember what the name of his YouTube channel is. It might be Average Tinker. It might not be. But we
had a fight and then made friends. You know why? Reasonable people can have disagreements and work through them.
We need to.
That's right. Dougster just cleaned up some pipe wrenches.
I want to put up a link to his channel. He doesn't have a huge channel, but he's got some stuff up there.
Dougster just subbed, so he has the link there. Can Dougster post links?
Dougster can post links.
Okay, but
okay.
I mean,
if he just subbed, Dougster, can you put up a link to that channel, to the base channel, to Average Tinkers, and then we can. You're going to try to do it that way.
I'm going to try because you.
Okay.
The key word is reasonable. That's right. Reasonable people can be very difficult to find, and people can be very set in their ways. And that's just, that's a pretty car.
This is the.
Why aren't you showing that picture?
I just came in. Are you impatient like me?
Me, I would never be impatient, except if I was.
This is Major Maroon sent this.
Major Maroon?
Major Maroon. He's in here hanging out with us.
You're not even subscribed. I'm subscribing you.
I am subscribed.
Yeah, you got unsubscribed.
I am subscribed. See that? Oh.
I just said.
I thought I subscribed with the bell and everything.
I broke.
There it is. He put it up.
Oh, too bad. It's up there twice now.
It's up there twice. So, yeah.
This is how we make friends. And if you had not come here, you would have never known about each other's channels, and now you guys can be friends too. Average Tinkerer is a reasonable person, apparently, who can be reasoned with on the internet. You know it's not an AI bot, because they have communication, and then they showed up here, which an AI bot would never do. Are they that smart?
See, Andrew Button says the easiest way to tell FE Ford top end parts is because the valve cover goes over the top of the intake. Yeah, and you know what else? You cannot put the push rods in until you put the intake on, because the push rods actually go through the intake. The intake is probably about a quarter of the width of the head. It's amazing how much of the head is the intake. And the intake, I think that intake manifold's like 75 pounds. It's enormous. And the aluminum one was like 25 pounds. There's some huge difference in weight.
That's huge.
Yeah, you can save a lot of weight with. See, I had so many FE Fords. I know all this stuff. I remember the aluminum ones were real easy to put on. But, yeah, anyway.
Ari is here. Welcome in, Ari.
But that's why I knew this one up here was not an FE, because the intake manifold, obviously not an FE.
Thank you so much for visiting, Ari.
Oh, Ari's here, yeah.
We miss seeing your streams.
Yeah, Ari, when are you going to do a
For
live
several
again?
years, Ari did the After the Tony stream, which was very entertaining. When you wanted more, you stuck around for the late show of After the Tony on a Sunday night.
See, an average tinker, he came in long after you explained the point system, but he's given the ad and who you got the ad for, so.
Right, well, you told us about your ads. Robo Panda, I'm not familiar with that, but I use PNC Bank, and you're never supposed to tell people who your bank is, because then they can steal your information. But anyways, I like PNC Bank. They've been not problematic, even though I moved states. Okay, you get 2 points for telling us about your advertisements. Sorry for the advertising, but it pays for all these kilobits. Right now, we're streaming at around 7,000 kilobits per second. Who's going to pay for all those kilobits? Our advertisers. So we thank them, and that's why we call them out. So thanks for enduring the advertising break.
So, but he doesn't know about points, because he came in long after you explained the points. So can you do the abbreviated points explanation? Oh,
I don't got a database, and I don't keep a spreadsheet. I give out the points when you do something good, but I don't keep track of the points. You got to keep track of your own points. It's an on your honor system. So yeah, just keep track of them points. And when the new catalog, remember the old Marlboro, you saved Marlboro miles?
No.
Catalog, and then you could use your points to buy things out of the catalog. Someday we're going to do that when we're big and rich and famous and we got money to like get all these products. And then you can use those points. So keep track of them. And right now they have no cash value, but that's what they said about Bitcoin.
Well,
remember back in the day when Bitcoin?
Wait a minute.
You could get Bitcoin for like...
Wait a minute. There's a Subaru station wagon sitting out here that's 50 points, but you got to come get it. It's going to take a trailer to get it out of here because it's got a broken something timing belt or something. Yeah.
I don't think that Subaru has any cash value either. But remember when like people were buying like Bitcoin for like 20 buying pizza for like 20 Bitcoin? That was a thing. I remember, like, I got a pizza. It only cost 20 Bitcoin. So, I don't know. Kim points, you never know what the economy will do.
This came from Major Maroon.
Andrew Button bought, with Camel Cash, bought a blue glass. I remember back in the day, I was like, I'm going to smoke Camels because I need my Camel Cash, even though I don't like Camels.
Buff Bucks. Now, these are Kim points, kind of like...
These are Kim points. Buff Bucks is a whole different thing that
I
we were released
during
season, 3?
Season 3.
This is still season 1, isn't it?
We're on season 2.
We're into season 2.
We were doing this before No Name National.
This is season 2, guys.
So, anyway, Major Maroon sent this. I don't know the history behind this car or anything.
Wow.
I know he has a white car like that that he drives.
Green Ghost Flames. That car looks killer. It's really neat.
So I think that might be his car behind there, but I'm not sure. He had one similar to that when I was out in California. He's out in California. I was out there and I called him up and said, hey, let's go out to eat sometime. So we went out. He's pilot. I'm pilot. So where we go to eat? Restaurant at the airport. You know, so we go sit out there. You can kind of overlook the airplanes. And he had his wife with him. But when they showed up, I think that might have been the car they were in or one similar to that. So
That was Olive remembers a Camel Cash and Zippo. They got Zippos. One of the hardest things about quitting smoking was I had to retire my Zippo lighter, and that thing was fun for fidgeting with.
so then we
And I
have
didn't like fidget spinners as much as lighters because lighters have fire, which is kind of cool.
Who is this? Who is this?
You got to admit, the smoking people they understand like what people like. Who doesn't like looking at a little flame lighting a yeah? It's bad. It's a terrible habit. You earn $1.25 ashtray for smoking $2,000 of stogies. What a deal! Yeah, and all the health benefits. Don't forget about the health benefits.
Inspector Bruce sent this, and you know what that is? That's the race in American Graffiti. And what did he say about this? See, he lives. Let me see what he said.
Ari says those reds are hard to put down. Oh man, they breathe. They have the don't okay. The real don't smoke. It's addictive and it's expensive.
Okay.
Along with other bad things. That's our actual take on it. Is probably a bad idea to smoke.
The reason Inspector Bruce sent this picture, he lives in Petaluma, California, and this is right outside Petaluma where this was filmed. So that's why he sent this picture, which is kind of interesting.
Okay, cool.
And then he had another picture that he sent, which I think is, that's it. Now, I guess. Kind of interesting. Yeah, now. He even wrote now on there. Oh, you can't see that up there. Why does it show there but not here?
What's that?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, you're zoomed way in.
I zoomed way in. Yeah, he wrote now on there. So that's the same road, whatever it is, 52 years later, where they filmed that. Let's see if I can get back to that other one. I kind of like that picture. From that's 52 years ago. Wow, I can't believe that's been that long. I remember when that movie came out, and I liked that car so much, that yellow Ford. Oh well.
Olive says, I just consider it's the two-legged primate kit to have a knife and a fire maker all the time, at least, at minimum. That's the Cro-Magnon man.
I'm looking at email. I'm sorry. I know I got quiet, but I'm trying to look at this stuff. It's more stuff came in. Oh, here's a
performance accessory.
Except
Here,
it's
I
too
got
big.
it too big. Okay, I will zoom back out. There you go.
That's a performance accessory.
Woo! Check out those.
You just put those on your car and drive down the street.
Yeah. Skinnies. Slick these.
Oh man, Dougster! Someone close to me smokes 70+ cigarettes a day. This person couldn't afford to smoke this way if they didn't roll their own. Yeah, it's something about Tony. You know, UTG. He'll sit there and roll his own cigarettes, and he uses whatever that. I think it's pipe tobacco, and it like cigarettes that come from a factory. They just gag me, make my eyes water. It's terrible, but that stuff he smokes, it's not so bothersome, you know.
D-Man says, don't drive them in the rain. No, those are
Yeah,
surely DOT compliant.
You would have trouble in the rain.
Honestly, the wider your tires get, the more sketchy they are in the rain. Remember when they came out with the Aquatread tires? Does everybody remember Aquatread tires?
Oh, what is this?
Oh, I'm gonna look
this is really cool. This is another one Buddy Carfano sent in.
I can make it bigger.
Good. That's
That's wild.
That is almost like mine. My Cougar, the picture that was the thumbnail tonight was the 2 4-barrel version of the same manifold, which was an XC8. This one is what is it? It's an X1, which is probably an XC1. So it is, yeah, mine looked exactly like that, except it only had 2 openings on it for 2 4-barrels.
Okay, I gotta ring this up because, oh, still broken. Aqua Tread. Remember when those came out? They were all the
Oh,
marketing.
I guess I remember that. I remember that tread pattern.
They make the water out of the way. Look how good they move the water out. Okay, I'm done. Aqua Tread performance.
So let's see. You're going to have to read the chat or something because I'm still picking pictures here. Another one from Buddy
Tinker
Carfano.
says, I took my truck to the 96 Speedway while on 8 PSI Hoosiers to do spectator tracks once. I mean, if it's a nice day, they're probably fine. I don't know that you would want to wear them out on the street.
This is a fun thing about No Name Nationals. This race that we all attend in Missouri in it's like 3 weeks from now. I think it's only 3 weeks out. But the first night, which is Thursday night, we all go to a restaurant, which is what's the name of it? Lambert's. And we all just parade down there with our cars, and they let the local police they accept that we're going to drive down there on the street. We have a guy with a 1916, I think, Model T. He's the pace car. Nobody's supposed to be doing burnouts or doing stupid stuff. You just drive down there at a normal speed, and you park in the parking lot, and they cordon off the parking lot. We have a big car show, and then we all go inside and eat, and then we all drive back. So I guess you got to have headlights. You got to have some kind of lighting. But, drive your race car right through town to the restaurant. It's pretty cool, you know.
Seems like hours. She was getting all dressed up just to go to Shoney's.
What's this? I don't know what I'm looking at.
On a Wednesday night. I don't know, but Ari says he'd be stoked to have 6 Rochesters on his 350.
Well,
wouldn't they be difficult to tune? Like to balance perfectly?
Know. The two middle ones, you drive on those. And then when you get the throttle almost all the way open, the other 4 go whack and they open. So, you know, they're like sort of like high-speed stuff. They just have to work when they're wide open.
Get all the flow.
Now, the ones that were the 2
Tommy
4-barrel.
Hanlon is here. Hello from Dublin. Welcome in, Tommy.
The 2 4-barrels were a little annoying, but it was not as bad as you'd think it is. I drove that thing on the street.
You tune them, adjust them, port them.
What's it say? Hurst Performance Shifter. 4-speed. I remember these shifters.
That is car person like candy right there, right? It's too nice to even put in the car. You almost want like a Lexan tunnel so you can see it.
So you can watch your shift link.
I mean, no, but look how nice it looks.
I know
it's too good to hide under
the car where it's going to get all the.
Like you just want to see it.
Oh, here's something that's for the old folks. There we go. An Edelbrock head for a flathead Ford.
Nice.
That was a deal.
Is that aluminum or is that cast iron by Edelbrock?
I think it's aluminum.
Pretty slick.
Andrew Butt says that's a Borg Warner T10.
Very nice.
Man,
what needs an electric fuel pump?
What do you mean? What needs an electrical fuel pump? What's the question about? Did somebody write that?
Dougster says you tune it by vacuum. You know what? I never learned how to do that. So maybe if I knew how to do that, it wouldn't seem so scary. I don't know. Kevin says it needs a. He's talking to Tommy, so maybe they have something going on.
Oh,
they're talking about some kind of project.
Here's one I opened earlier because Tukey. I don't know if Tukey's in here. Tukey sometimes is listening, but can't always get on the chat.
Oh yeah, Tukey's over in too far from.
Yeah, up in Kentucky.
Land Between the Lakes.
Land Between the Lakes in Kentucky.
Tukey knows where they hide all the old cars and barns.
But yeah, so Tukey sent a picture of a car. Probably earlier today, maybe yesterday. I don't know. When did this come in? I don't think it really
Andrew
matters.
remembers the Arden heads.
Arden heads were a hemispherical combustion chamber head. Look kind of, I'm going to say like a Chrysler Hemi, although they look different than that. But it's that same arrangement. and it bolted onto a flathead Ford, so it made the flathead Ford into a Hemi head monster. And Arden was what's his name, Duntoff. Before the Corvette, he developed these heads for the flathead Fords, and this is a real cool thing. And you can look up Arden heads. You might be able to look that up on there, Arden heads, and see. And I'm going to bring up Tuki's picture, which is this. Oh, I see what this is. This Tuki finds these cars that are hidden back in the hills of Kentucky. Look at what's inside that barn. What is that? I can't tell what it is. Is Charger or Pontiac or something? Let me look at the email. 73 Charger. Yeah, Arden has supercharger too. And you could stroke those. Yeah, you could stroke those engines as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's plenty of them. Like right there, that one close over here and down. That one right there, that's Arden head. That's what you do to your flathead. Make it into a Hemi head thing. That started off life as a flathead Ford. Can you imagine that? Oh, we have commercials. Ugh. So those heads there's still some around, and somebody made a model one. You see that? But that's kind of an interesting engine.
D-Man says they have carb sync gauges. That makes sense. I get it now.
It's a thing that goes on there. It's got it. Yeah. I remember those things. I remember those things.
That makes sense. You got to get sync. I get it. Yeah, because I've seen kits for motorcycles where you have multiple vacuum gauges and you can. Yeah.
Okay, so can you put up my email again? Because I've gone through all the. Oh, we've got ads here.
Okay.
But I've gone through all the emails. So
Jackson Wang album promotion. Very nice. You get 2 points. Thank you, Ari. Speedway Motors in Nebraska is where they're moving the model car museum to. I didn't know that.
See, Average Tinker, I went in his channel and I was looking, and he's got this little, it's like a little hot rod, like a I don't know, kind of like a tea bucket looking thing, but it's got a small engine, like one of the engines you'd have on a mini bike on there, and it's for the kids. I go, man, can you imagine your father building something like that for you when you were a kid? It's like a little tea bucket that you're going to drive around. I think it's pretty cool. Ad for our place cookware. Ashley Furniture ad. There's a couple more.
Okay. Laser cutter ad. Average Tinker, we want to know a brand name. If you can get a brand name in the future, but we'll let you have points. We didn't give Mexican Spec points because Mexic's been here and knows better. But you're trying. That's what's important.
Excuse me. He says ad for beer, and I thought, well, he did it again. Then the next line says,
he gave the website.
He gave the website, so that's points.
Okay, everybody who had ads, you get your 2 points. Yes. Thank you for being supportive of our advertisers by telling us about the ad and clicking away as quickly as possible to come back to the stream. We appreciate you. We are running currently at over 7,000 kilobits per second.
Yeah, because
it's a lot of kilobits.
We bumped up the resolution.
We can't afford all these kilobits, but you know what? It costs a lot of money. You guys are worth it. We bring the stream to you. We have ranked it up to the maximum. We can only stream at so many kilobits because
that's what they do.
There's a law. Yeah. I mean, you can't get crazy about it. You can only go so fast or else you're going to get in trouble. They'll crack down on us, but we're going to maximum allowed by law. You guys are worth it. And we squeeze our advertisers for every penny we can get so we can bring you all these kilobits. And I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as me. All the shiny things is kind of nice. We do a lot of rusty stuff, a lot of greasy stuff. You guys saw me working on the skid loader. It was greasy and grimy, and like the shiny, like really cool performance stuff, it kind of makes it all a little bit more worthwhile when you get to enjoy it like that. So Granger again this time. All of Granger advertises a lot, so we appreciate them. And Granger's a pretty good company. If you need something, Granger is there, and parts are available for a lot of things.
Average Tinker says Predator motor. Okay, you know about Predator motors.
Yeah.
Chassis of a lawnmower. He has less than $100 in it. And
Into
if
what?
you want,
What's he making?
it's like a little, I would call it similar kind of shape as like a tea bucket. Only it's a
Oh.
little thing for kids.
Oh, that's
It's got
cool.
an engine up front, and it's not done yet, but there it is, you know. And I saw that, and I thought, man, just imagining being a kid and your dad builds you something like that.
Yeah,
That would
that
be
gets
so
fun.
cool. Well, you've seen the one on the wall. My son's got it hanging on the wall in the garage now. He and I built that when he was a little kid out of aircraft tubing. Didn't have an engine on it. It coast down hills. When he was little, when we were building it, I said, "So what are you going to do this when you get older?" And he goes, "I'm going to pass it on." Well, you know what happened? My grandkids ended up riding that thing when they were little, and now it's hanging on the wall again because the grandkids are adults. So maybe it'll get passed on to the great grandkids. But I asked him because he's moving. I'm going, "What are you going to do with that?" He goes, "I don't know. Take it with me." Good. Uh,
Kevin Smith says Granger is expensive. Now look, not defending them, but brick and mortar services, people with real support in your community, with a store that you can walk into and a person who will help you, it costs more. But if you're a professional and you need to get the job done, it can very much be worth it. Like when we needed that hydraulic hose.
I want to say something about Granger.
Okay.
I ordered a lot of stuff from Granger when I was working for the defense contractor, and we had to supply stuff that was going off the warfighters. And when we needed stuff and nobody else had it, Granger always had it in stock, and we always had it the next day, which is just, if you need something now, what a great company, because they'll come through for you. And yeah, the price is usually a
If
little
you're
bit higher.
only value shopping, it's good to be thrifty. If you're value shopping and it's in your own time on your own schedule, then yeah, you want to get it cheaper. But I mean, if you're doing business, doing commercial, if it's mission critical, maybe Granger is a good place to go to. They have
Barrows
a
came
lot of
in.
stuff
Did
on
you
the
notice
shelf.
that?
No, I didn't see him.
Okay, well,
Barrows, welcome to the street.
It scrolled by already.
Thanks for being
I
here.
see everybody saying hi to Barrows. It's like, there he is. Yep. Okay, so Barrows is
Okay.
here.
How's your project going, Barrows? I think since he started working, he has not been putting out nearly as much YouTube content.
Can you change back to my screen again, please?
Well,
I'm putting.
Oh, he
people
said please.
People are sending pictures in. I'm
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
them up.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So Buddy Carafano sent this in,
Flowmaster
and we
from
all
Summit.
know what these
Oh
are.
man, you guys could just peruse the Summit catalog and find all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Not that I really want to
Right?
advertise for somebody, but yeah,
This is the Mechanics Candy catalog.
Oh, geez.
Christmas
I don't want
catalog.
to be doing ads for them.
I'm just
They
saying.
got to pay us for that.
Well, okay. Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Buddy Carafano.
They sent this to me. This huge paper catalog.
Okay, so now here's their competitor. Oh, I gotta
Jigs is okay.
get rid of this. Well, I bought a lot of stuff from both these places. Here's the other one.
They don't pay us.
Jigs, because you can't see it, the headers. Okay, so there's headers there.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll move them.
So now,
What are these ones for? Small block
1980, yeah. So
Small block.
here's what I'll say: these two places, both in Ohio, they both have pretty good service. Both have, they're fierce competitors, but they're both good places. So now I'm not just advertising for them.
That's right.
Okay, so now I'm gonna. But Buddy Carafano sent those in.
What is that car in that garage? Do you know?
I think it was a Dodge Charger.
Is it really?
That's Tukey.
Hidden
Tukey
away?
drives around and sees
Look
these
how far
cars.
that building is leaning.
Well, or the camera's leaning.
That building.
See the post? See the post with the birdhouse on it? It's also leaning.
Look at the angle on this board right here.
Yeah, I know.
It is leaning. Somebody save that car.
Somebody needs to get that car out of there.
Somebody save it.
So, Buddy Carafano also sent this in. Look at that, Kim.
Oh, somebody put a supercharger. Vortec. What's the other company?
What is it?
Storm Supercharger. Yeah. You know the biggest problem, or one of the big problems with a problem that I have with my Slant 6 is that the main pulley is like a V belt, and there's not a lot of room
So you got
in there
to
for
get,
accessories.
well, and you have a stock fan on it, so the fan is, it's a engine driven fan, so that's taking up space. So I guess, something like this, you're going to end up with electric fans or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I want me a water pump relocation kit for Slant 6.
so anyway, that's the
Look
buff.
at this. Andrew says it's a 73 Charger. He's got the eagle eye. Eagle eye. He sees it.
Who said
73
that?
Charger.
Andrew Button.
It's a 73. Let the building fall on it. Nobody cares.
Well, somewhere in here.
Until some more of those are dissolve into rust, the value won't come up.
I'm trying to find.
Give it a couple more years, and the value will start pumping up.
What year did he say?
Decades. 73.
Yeah, that's what Tukey says. It's a 73 Charger.
Nice.
Tukey took a picture. Tukey finds all these cars that are on like on back roads, back into barns and stuff in Kentucky, and sends me pictures. What is this? Oh, you know what this is? Oh, there are a lot of sirens outside.
Vera says
This-
I use Summit a lot. It's because their Reno warehouse, I can get it in 3 days. Everyone else is a week out.
Because Barrows
Yeah.
is way up in the
It is
northwestern
nice
part of the
to get
U.S.
things quick. It is.
Where's
Performance
Barrows?
parts, usually you can kind of take your time about ordering it, but it is nice. The instant gratification.
Barrows is out in the middle of nowhere in Idaho, I think. Okay, can you zoom this picture in a little bit?
Zoom it
Freaky
in.
Ford inline 6 topped with, see, that's an LS, that's a couple of LS Chevy heads that are cut and spliced.
Yes, that's been a topic. I think
Isn't
the
that
bore
cool?
spacing must be the same.
Yeah, it must be really close, yeah. And then the head bolts work. I don't know. That's quite a project there. I don't know why you'd want to do all that when you just make a V8 work, but yeah, it's a fun project. I guess because it's a fun project, that's why.
There's a couple people who've been working on the LS headed 6-cylinder.
And then
A guy started the project, and then one of those channels picked up the idea and jumped in and did it like super quick. And he still was working on it. I don't know. I lost track of it. It was cool, but I don't know. Like, I'm not going to build one. So.
D-Man says, Pontiac made, excuse me, I'm having throat problems tonight. That's why I'm eating all these cough drops, and I'm sorry because it's annoying. But I got to do it. Pontiac made a slant 4 called the Trophy 4. When I was in high school, taking auto shop, there was an old man then who's
Quit coughing.
There's an old man then who's long since passed away, but he's a friend. And he had a 61 little Pontiac Tempest, and the engine was running terrible. And he let me take it up to the high school, and I took that, I rebuilt that Slant 4, the trophy engine. So that was the first engine I ever tore into by myself, was that one of those Slant 4s. Got it all running. I did a valve job on it, and I fixed everything on it, and just put it all back together. It ran great. I felt really good about it. Although it wasn't fast, it drove fine, So yeah, I remember those well. It's like a 389 Pontiac V8 with the driver's side of the engine's missing. Kim,
That's a shame.
that's a shame. It's like they came that way. It's not like somebody stole it.
I mean, but why? What about the other half?
They didn't cast it into the block. It was an economy engine. It was a cheap way to
See
make
what
a
I'm
new
saying?
4-cylinder.
That's a shame. The person couldn't even afford the other
Well,
half. Of the motor.
you know what I always wondered is could you pull that Trophy 4 out and just put a 389 in there or 421? Would it bolt in? I don't know. Probably be kind of
if it's
heavy up in the
truly
front of that
half
thing.
of it, then yeah.
Andrew Button's van should have had 427 Ford engines from the factory, not the 140. Yeah, that would have been. I don't know. Oh, Mexican Spec says a 289 was perfect engine for those vans. I think the vans here came with the factory V8. Really? Because all the old Ford vans that had the engine between the seats, those were all inline 6s. They didn't start putting the V8s till they moved the wheels and the engine forward. Had the hood on the outside. But the only ones were the Dodges first. You could get a 318, and then a couple of years into it, Chevrolet, the Chevy vans that had this engine between the seats. The first couple of years, they were all 6 cylinders, and then you could get I don't know what they were, 283s, or no, they were probably 307s. I don't know. It was a V8 anyway, and they widened that doghouse thing, and it kind of went under the seats. But I remember because I had one that had the early one with the 6, and the V8 wouldn't fit in mine. Barrows, didn't the Slant 4 use a V8 distributor? Oh, it could have. I don't remember.
Could have been the same housing. You just grind off every other lobe on the points.
And Luis is here. Good evening.
I did that with a with the one of them engines. I think it's the Dakota. I needed a distributor, and if the housing, because it was too big, the cap was too big to fit down in the space. I was going to use a V8. It doesn't matter.
You ended up
Just
using.
grind off
You
every other.
ended up
thing.
using a
It's four-cylinder.
Volkswagen. You ended up using a
I
Volkswagen.
did end up using one from a four-cylinder Volkswagen.
Four-cylinder Volkswagen distributor with very little modification made it work in that Chrysler engine, which is
Heavily modified.
heavily modified. Okay.
Yeah, only
Well,
I
it
could.
ran great.
Only I could. It runs like crap, but it didn't run at all before, so it runs great compared to nothing. Doesn't overheat or anything. I think the timing's wrong. I can't find the timing marks on that engine yet. Someday I'll
Mexican
look at
Spec
it again.
says I've seen quite a few V8 flat nose Econolines here. Can't all be swaps. Yeah, you may be right about that. Just in the U.S. they were all 6. Hey, you got one of those for sale, don't you? Don't you have one of those listed right now that's got a Ford pickup grill in it? They flip the grill around upside down so it looks kind of odd, but it's
Oh,
on the
send
front
us
of the
the
van.
picture, Mexican Spec.
Yeah, send us a picture of that if you still got it for sale.
He'll
but
put it up, and then we'll do the
I'll-
Mexican
I'll put
Spec
that up.
plug that we seem to do
Yeah,
every week.
I'll talk about the Mexican Spec cars. And that one's kind of interesting because it's got a
Mexican
performance
Spec
part.
didn't send us any performance parts, candy
No, because
stuff.
he likes
He likes
stock cars and the way they were. And once in a while he has a car listed that has like aftermarket wheels, and he goes, "Well, it looks good with these wheels, but you could put stock wheels back on it."
He doesn't like performance stuff so much.
No, I can understand that. You know,
He's
the
a
factory
purist.
did it nicely.
He's a purist.
Average tanker, the scariest car I've been in was an 83 Caddy with a 68 472 swapped in. Man, what's the guy's name that was, somebody's going to get points here. What's the guy's name that does all the dyno work? And he lives in Vacaville, California. He drives down to Southern California and operates their dyno when they still had it going. And he does a live show at least once a week. I can't think his name.
Luis is here, and he's already talking about cartoons.
So what is that guy's name? Anyway, he got an old Chevy Nova, which he ended up selling. But what he was going to do with the Chevy Nova was all the engines he was running on the dyno, he was going to run them in the Chevy Nova for a while and then take them out, put them in. But he had a 500 cubic inch Cadillac, which just looks like the 472. He was going to put it in that Nova. I was really waiting for him to do it, and then he didn't do it.
I see your email is filling back up.
Yeah, I got some.
Space
Oh,
Cat
here it is.
here.
Here it is.
Welcome to the stream, Space Cat.
Here it is. Mexican Spec did send the picture in,
Thank you, Mexican Spec.
and I will put that up right now as soon as I get it.
Richard
moved over.
Holdner.
Richard Holdner. That's right. Somebody gets points there.
Lester, you get 3 points for knowing the word that Buff Del Campo could not find.
So
You picked his brain.
so
You picked his own brain.
can you make us smaller, please?
Yes. I'm sick of looking at us.
So there's a Mexican Spec Ford van that he has for sale in Mexico, but they put a Ford pickup from a 59 or a 60 or something Ford pickup grill on it, but they flipped it upside down, and it kind of looks like it belongs there. And they shaved the door handles off the side doors. But if you like that thing, you can buy it. So Mexican Spec is a guy that spent a lot of his life in the U.S. selling cars, grew up here, but he's got dual citizenship, and he ended up decided to live in Mexico, has a family down there, and now he sells cars that are Mexican cars that were, they're American cars, but they were built in Mexico, and they're a little different. They don't have smog stuff on them, and if they're 25 years or older, pretty easy to import them into the U.S. He knows the whole routine to do that, and he can get that done.
He's able to find rust-free cars and cars that have been
the other thing.
survivors or really nicely refurbished.
Well, you know how it is here. The further north you go in the U.S., the rustier the cars are, and the further south you go, the less rust. Well, he's like 800 kilometers south of the border. There's no rust, So
there can be rust.
Well, yeah, he might have a car that's from out of the area. But the majority of the cars he has are older, and
he's pretty good at dogging really nice special cars, and he's got a huge listing on his Instagram and on his website. And he puts out new cars all the time.
So
unmolested cars, yeah.
That's what he calls them.
He likes to find those for you, but he'll look for anything. If there's something specific that you're looking for, a dream car, he'll look for you. And if you look at his offerings, it'll give you an idea of what kind of stuff he's got. He's got a lot. Even if you just like looking at really cool pictures of cars, check out Mexican Spec.
And
he's a real person.
Mark Sobey. We have done business with Mexican Spec. He also sells like taillights and side marker lights and all these like vintage stuff. And I bought stuff like that from him. He shipped it to me, tracking numbers, a little bit of Mexican post office, the U.S. post office. There's some customs and shit there that takes a little time, but the tracking numbers work. I always get the stuff. I've got stuff from him more than once. He's a good guy. He comes through for you.
I didn't understand for most of my life. I knew like a lot of stuff was made to California emissions. Why do so many companies making consumer products bow to California? Do you realize the size of the economy in California? The number of big money buyers. Everybody wants to sell to Californians. Everything else is kind of secondary in some cases. That's how California sort of forced the nation of manufacturers to sort of bow to their wishes. And they have water problems in California, so they're always worried about water conservation. Here, we got too much water. Yeah, it rains and rains and rains.
Can we build a pipeline out there? Send some of this water?
Just truck some of this water to California. We got too much, right? So we're not worried about water conservation. I mean, we don't want to waste or damage our water, but we got plenty of it, right? And then they're always worried about pollution because some of their big cities are super polluted, but our people are not so compressed together, so these controls are not so relevant or dangerous for us. And I don't know. That's just the way it is.
So I think, I don't know if I said hi to Mark Sauvé or not. He popped in here.
Hey, Mark, welcome in.
Way back there now. Because
I see it, though.
Okay, but he came in a while ago, and I just didn't get a chance to say hi.
People come and go, so thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here. Okay, this is a Mexican Spec car, if you did not know.
Who
wouldn't want this bright orange van?
While we're on this subject.
Are there other pictures?
Mexican Spec, can you put up a link to my favorite thing? He has an Instagram, but he also has a website of his own. Can you put up those two links? So if people want to look at your cars, now that we're giving you a plug, at least they can go look at them. And I think he has hundreds of cars listed. It's
lots
amazing.
of them. It's cool pictures.
He finds the cars, and then when he goes and gets them, he'll make sure it's good, and he'll drive it up to the border or deliver it up the border somehow. And then they get it into the Arizona side, gets you an Arizona title on it. That's how he works it. So, and then anywhere in the U.S., you can, maybe even in Canada, Arizona title's good. You don't have to work with the Mexican stuff.
He's shipping cars worldwide.
So and like Lester LeSabre, he's in here tonight, isn't he? Yeah, Lester LeSabre's in here, isn't he? Is he here tonight? Lester LeSabre bought a car from him. And there have been some others.
We would really like to get a Mexican Spec car sometime, just to walk through the process. But I mean, right now, financially, we're not there. We don't need another car, and we don't have any money.
Oh, he says no Arizona title now. You have to get it in your state. Oh, okay. All right, so it works
It
differently
wouldn't
now.
be if we had a title.
Well,
Tennessee would
Tennessee's
do
easy.
that.
Tennessee's an
easy
easy
with
title
titles, yeah.
state. Yep.
As long as it's a
They're easy
signed
to work
title.
with, and they're nice people. It's not like, man, I remember
It's not like they're trying to
California
get
was like
you.
you're sparring with the person.
Right?
And
You know you're going in for a
Tennessee,
fight.
you go in there, they smile. Yeah, this is the way you do it. Yeah, here, stamp. You pay them money.
There's
out
a
the door.
huge audience
Out
of
the door you
people
go.
waiting to see it. There's like a runway and big lights, and you have to bring your posse. You're like, I'm coming to renew my registration.
Well, I don't know. It's just California's always a pain in the ass. So anyway, there's a couple links, and DF Repair is here. David from Alberta, Canada. Team Water ad. So, does he get
Who
special?
has water ad?
DF Repair. He's up about like.
Team Water ad?
Do you see it?
Okay. DF Repair, you get 2 points. Thanks for calling out.
This is a Canadian
Water.
thing. Okay, Mexican Spec says Tennessee is easiest state to deal with. No in-person
It's
VIN
nice
inspection.
here. There's no annual inspection here either.
Oh,
You
and
pay
DF Repair.
registration, but no one looks at your car ever. Now, you are responsible to maintain a safe vehicle. So if you get pulled over and your car is not safe to be on the road, I am sure that they can question you about it, because you can't just drive any god-awful thing. Like, it's supposed to be safe. But they don't check you.
DF Repair says, I was born in Mexico, but now he's in Alberta, Canada.
Sweet.
So he went over the top of the U.S., or he went through the U.S., or he went around the other way.
Nope.
Mexican Spec's asking where he's from. Let's see here. Oh, where's he from? Probably where's he from? In Mexico. I wonder where he's from in Mexico. Lester Saber, yes, he is here. Yes, I can vouch for Mexican Spec. I guess I got an Arizona title just in time. Yeah, maybe now they'll have to do it a little differently, but he knows how to do this stuff.
Andrew Button would like to get an 80s or 90s Beetle from Mexican Spec. That's what should have been here, but wasn't.
And that's what Shane and Dallas from AHRA were talking about, is getting a
lot of people's dream
Volkswagen car from Mexican Spec and running it.
And Professor P, that's Shane, often talks about when he did high performance Volkswagens when he lived in California. So I know that he has a soft spot for those and for slant sixes.
I'm trying to figure out what this is, Mark Survey. I know there are a few hoops to jump through for import car to U.S. to Canada.
I don't know
what they are.
Mexican Spec might know.
He might know that stuff. That's his business. And then Andrew Button says, I would curious to know how much a later model, I don't know what a Fusca VW is. Mexican Spec might know what that is. I got to go back to my email. I've been ignoring it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, keep the show moving.
Keep the show moving.
But we did our Mexican Spec segment.
Oh, there's a whole bunch.
Thank you to Mexican Spec as our moderator. He is the hardest working moderator on YouTube. You'll find him in every successful YouTube channel. And he has been here with us and trusted us since we very first began streaming, and pulling for us the whole way, holding it down, making sure there's not too much trouble here in the stream, and we appreciate it.
Here's a list I made for another client, Beatles, 1990 through 2000. Okay, so there he has a list already.
Because a lot of people ask about them, and he keeps his eyes open for good ones.
Kim, I want to
probably find you one.
Can you grab that and put it somewhere so we can look at it later?
That link.
Yeah, that link. Yeah, because I can't get it from here.
I think if I click on it, it'll open it in another channel.
It'll open in a tab over there.
Yeah, I got this.
Okay, good. So we can save that.
Do you want to look at some of it?
Oh, DF Repair says Chihuahua. Okay, yeah, let's look at these. Yeah, let's put them up. You want to look at some Volkswagens
is this
from
performance, accessory, enjoyable enough? How much more?
Well, we got a couple more, but
not too many though.
No, I've got the Buddy Carfano sending pictures of these.
I just don't want to ignore people's mails.
Tubing control arms. Okay, so you can put it in on top of the control.
Chihuahua. Okay, I'm getting there. Let's see, which one is it? Okay, here is Mexican Specs special list of, and the link is there, so don't make us stop or scroll back too much. You can go to the link yourself if we don't cover one of these cars enough. Here's some of them. This is, I can't see what year this is. 91?
Can you believe that? That's a 91.
No, this is a 1990. So this would have
Wait a
fuel
minute. Where'd you see
injection,
that?
and
Where'd you see
it's
that?
at the top. 1990.
Oh, it is. Okay. I
And look,
see
it's
it.
under $10,000, which sounds like a lot, but this is a good drivable car, classic, not all rotted out like you'd find in the States, right? Inspected by Mexican Spec himself, pre-purchase. And I don't know. Here's a 91. Check it out. So cool.
Another thing about Mexico that I really like is they still have upholstery shops that fix upholstery and do a really good job, and that seems to have disappeared in the U.S. Maybe there's some somewhere, but I can't find them. So, you know, a lot of times you see Mexican cars that the interior's starting to get there, and somebody's redone it, and it's always top-notch stuff, you know. Andrew Button says that's the best looking 91 I've ever seen. What year is this one?
This one is also,
That's
this
a
is a
92.
92.
92. Man, we didn't have these in 92.
We're not going to discuss all the prices, but the prices are listed with the cars, with their mileage and more details. And if you have questions about them, I think there's lots of pictures on. Just go down the Mexican Spec rabbit hole and you'll find out a lot. And the Aqua one is a special edition. Barrow says Idaho is pretty lax. If you are under 3,000 pounds, you don't have to run fenders for hot rods. But if you buy one from out of state, they have to VIN check it. I mean, I kind of think that they should.
They don't VIN check here. Arizona used to VIN check, and the last time I did, the last time I brought a car into Arizona, it was from some other state. They didn't even look at it. They just took the paperwork.
In Pennsylvania, they don't VIN check, but I think when you they don't. I don't know who does VIN checks. Nobody does.
Well,
VIN
it used
checks.
to be in Arizona. You pulled up into this. They had a aisle, and you pulled up there. Somebody walked out, did the VIN check, and went back in. They handed you something so you could, with a number on it or something. I don't remember how they did that. But when I got the Corvette, they did a VIN check on it because I brought the Corvette in from California. I bought it in California and registered in Arizona. And then the next time I brought a car in, I said, okay, where do I pull it through? And they go, we don't do that anymore. Oh, okay. I just went inside and handed them the papers. What year was that one?
This one's a 93.
93.
It's so wild that a car from the 70s was still being made in the mid 90s, and it's only 1600 cc air cooled engine. But
that was a big Beetle engine though. It's a dual port engine, you know.
Those cars are tiny miniature cars.
Look at those wheels. I know Mexican Spec isn't gonna like those wheels. I like those wheels.
No, but the people who take care of those cars, they really love them and they do modifications to them. Oh, look at these funny roof rack.
Oh, look at that. Aerodynamic roof rack. It's like a wing.
Well, it's Beetle shaped.
It's Beetle shaped, okay.
That's custom paint, isn't it? That's not a factory.
Only 50 of these pink ones are made. Can you back up again? Where's the pink one? Oh, only 50 of those pink ones were made. Oh, so that's a special edition.
That's a 94 with a special edition.
Pink car. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of an odd pink color with the. It looks like a metallic, deep looking clear coated or something.
Mexican Spec says the jade green one is his favorite. I like it with the that's really nice with the silver wheels with the jade inlays. There's a white one. If you can't have black because it gets too hot in the summertime, there's a white one.
I like that. So
you can stay cool. Herbie, Volkswagen car. Yeah. It's a 2000. I gotta guess that all of these ones are fuel injected. What year did they go to fuel injection in the engine? Which means easy to drive.
Mexican Spec will know.
Parts for a million years. The other cool thing about that they kept making them in Mexico for so long is that there will be parts in the system for decades to come. Yeah. Those are 5
Your head says it looks like fingernail polish.
Yeah. But that's a good thing if it's done right. All right.
Is that the end of the scroll? Is that the end of the scroll?
Yeah, that's the
okay.
End of it.
Okay.
But I think that was fun.
So we put the link up so anybody that's interested can Do that, then work a deal with Mexican spec.
94 was the first year for throttle body fuel injection. Kind of neat. All fun, Hey, someday maybe you'll get an inheritance. Maybe you'll win the lottery.
Or maybe you have enough money anyway.
Maybe your job will become very successful. Maybe you just won't need to drive anymore, and you can, for your daily driver, you can buy something really special. I don't know. I don't know where it comes
Can
from.
you imagine this?
Sometimes it does.
This looks to me like an almost new Beetle, and you could drive it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, some of these cars are low mileage cars. You could drive them all the time. So, all right, we're gonna go back to performance parts. But
Okay.
These are fun cars. I think that this is eye candy enough that it was worthwhile for a deviation from top.
Okay, so
Tubular control arms for Chevelle.
Buddy
El
Carpano
Camino.
sending pictures of performance
Tubular
parts.
That's a performance part.
And then he has like
Tubular control arms. Ford 9-inch.
9-inch with 411 gears. I had one of those.
Does it have a spool?
No, it was an open rear end, and it came
Those
stock.
aren't 411 gears.
How do you know that?
Because it says 3.00 on the carrier. 411 gears has this big. It's a big, thick ring gear.
It says 411 right there. You can't see the.
Okay, I'm gonna go and.
You can't see. Oh. You can't see the small gear. My dad bought a 57 Ford, a used one, after it was like 10 years old, and it had 411 gears in it, factory stock, and it's because it had a 3-speed overdrive. And when you put it in overdrive, it'd make it 288. When you take it out of the overdrive, it was 411, which is pretty nice,
Okay, maybe it's because it's in a 9-inch carrier. Okay, but a lot of the carriers that I've seen, when you go into like 411s or 456, the ring gear becomes this super thick thing.
Oh, because
of the tooth count of the ring gear versus what's the other gear? What's the little round gear on the rear end that isn't the ring gear? Pinion gear. Pinion gear?
Ring and pinion?
Yeah, okay. Sorry, duh.
Oh, what the heck?
Why are you giving us advertisements?
I don't know. Buddy Carfano sent it.
It's like, Buddy.
So we get that. Anyway, yeah, Brembo brakes. Okay, a lot of people use
Brembo! These. Dual pistons. Or those are 4-piston brakes?
Yep, maybe 6.
That's candy. Performance
6 piston.
Candy.
6 pistons.
6! Oh, more pistons.
Yeah.
Oh my God, V8.
There's Brembos and there's
V8 Brembos.
What's the other one? Willwoods. Both good brakes, yeah. So now I've switched out of there because I don't really want to.
It's tough to get people excited about performance brakes because you don't get to see them.
I think that's just so interesting that they did that. The upside. I wonder how it look like if the grill were right side up. Oh, it looks right on that van.
Dumb. 9-inch doesn't have different carriers. You just use the adjusters.
I always liked the 9-inch because it's just a bolt the carrier in, and it was easy to swap. And it was 31 spline and 28 tooth spline, so you had to be careful with that. But I don't know. I changed a lot of them around. Oh, and Bear. Let's see. Oh, if the bin pops up as active, then you send a certified letter to them. If no response within 30 days, you're clear.
Interesting.
Bruce Colton, I have a 9-inch with 6-to-1 gears. I've never seen one that low. Wow. I've seen 411, 456, 556.
What do you use that for? Is that for like big tractor tires?
I guess if your wheels are large diameter. I don't know.
Super tall tires. Like tractors have crazy rear end ratios like that because crawler, when they're harvesting, you want to go slow and have power. Cool stuff. Performance candy.
Don't forget the pinion seal, yeah, because it'll leak like hell.
Ooh, leaky pinion seals.
Mark Survey says mud running. So let's see. I have no more emails.
Yeah,
I ran out of emails? That never happens here.
we're at an hour and 45 minutes. Well, what do people want to see? We'll look some stuff up and talk about it.
Okay, this is what I want to do. Let's find out what we're going to do next week.
That's a good thing to get squared away.
What are we going to do next week?
Well, there's some things in here. We talked about military and law enforcement stuff.
Military and law
and we
enforcement
talked about
vehicles.
custom kit cars.
We did that.
Did we do custom built
Yes,
kit
we
cars?
did that last week.
Nah,
and that-
was I here?
Yeah, you were here.
I had in here rust damage and corrosion.
Car erosion.
Yes. Rotten cars.
Rotten cars.
Do we want to? Which one do we want to do?
I don't
Would we
like
rather
rotten
do
cars.
military
Yeah,
law
like-
enforcement, or would we rather do rust damage and corrosion?
And Luis says, "How about movies? Movie
We're
cars?
not gonna do. We did.
We did
cars.
movies cars.
It's
Where
been
were
a little
you?
while, but we're not going to repeat it again yet.
We did it not long ago. We did movie cars.
Military and law enforcement are different things.
They
It
are.
absolutely
They
is.
are, but it might work together on a show like this because I don't know. They're both like fleet vehicles. Oh, that's a fleet. We could call it fleet vehicles.
You know what? Fleet vehicles.
And
is
then
a
Andrew
different
Button
still,
says-
'cause that would be like taxis and stuff.
Andrew
like that.
Button says vans.
We did vans.
We did? No, we didn't.
We did.
I mean, we
Remember
talked
the-
about vans a few times.
No, we did vans. It was a topic.
I don't remember that. And Luis says scrap cars. Yeah, we did one like that. We didn't call it that, but they were like cars in the weeds and stuff. I think the mystery van was a Chevy van. What do y'all think? I think it was. Mike N says law enforcement military gets my vote. Military has some stuff that's just pretty much stock pickup trucks and stuff out on a flight line, but then they have some pretty bizarre vehicles, MRAPs and stuff. And but I'd rather get stuff that you could buy as a person. You could go buy it at surplus. And of course, law enforcement vehicles, they get rid of them after a few years, and you end up with them. Look at all the Crown Vics out there,
Barrows says he just ordered a baffled oil pan for his 460 and wants to know if that counts as a performance part.
Oh,
of course it does, and it gets double points if it's chrome.
But do you remember during the van craze, anybody customizing these Econolines? A few. The van craze was pretty much after the wheels were forward and had the little hood out front. But I had a Chevy van that was set up like this, and I had a pretty good interior in that. And I do remember a few of them. The same with the Dodge. What was the Dodge called? The one that was like this, where the wheels are back and the engine's between the driver. There were some of them done, not a lot. Andrew Button, yes, I think it was a 100-inch wheelbase Chevy van, late 60s. Could have been. Chevys had 90s and 108s when it was like this with the wheels in this configuration, like this Ford van. Because I had a 90 and then there were 108s, and the 108s looked funny to me. But they were they had a lot more room in them. I don't know what the when they put the wheels forward and the little hood out front, I don't know what the wheelbase of those were.
Gearhead asks a tech question. Somebody might know. I'm not super familiar with the OBS Chevy, but they did shoes, and they replaced the wheel cylinder, and now the e-brake does not engage. He wants to know if they stretched the cable. I don't know. Something might be like off track or out of adjustment, but I don't know OBS. So does somebody know OBS Chevy well enough to make Gearhead
OBS old body style, and I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember what the linkages look like. I know Mopar much better.
Either.
So somebody, if you know what that system looks like and you have a suggestion of what to look for, throw that out there.
Barrows. I'm afraid of chrome oil pans. I might get tempted to show it off.
We have some mirrors. That's what we're going to do at No Name Nashes. Put mirrors.
Put mirrors under our cars.
Yeah, so they can see the patches.
White, and we
of
wipe the
floor
oil
veins.
off the mirrors every so often.
So we can see the leaks.
Oh, last year it would have just been
You didn't need a mirror
full of oil.
You just look and be like, "Yep."
Last year we were going to fix the oil leak when we got there, and
we totally missed the whole event because of the leak.
Yeah, we just walked around that fun and talked to everybody else.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
I'm super glad we went, and I'm glad we took the car because it was an adventure. But we didn't get to run the car at all because it was just spewing oil out, and we had no idea.
We were buying gallon cans of oil on the way home.
We would have left a huge oil slick at the starting line. It was just not doable.
Our trip home last year, we were putting gallons of oil in your car, and my car got wrecked, and then we came home in your car pouring oil in it, but we got home.
If you would have told me my car's making it home, but his is not, I would have told you were crazy. His car is perfect.
Just wrap the mirrors in saran wrap.
What's that for? Why would you do that?
To keep the oil off the mirrors, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Just tear off. You just pull off the saran wrap every so often.
Get that film that you peel, like on your screen on your phone.
A car diaper. Who would have thought? Yeah, we even took car diapers.
We took them, but it was we'd have had to wrap the whole motor and transmission in a diaper,
and it would have leaked through. It was pretty bad.
We could have done it, but we decided to just enjoy the event, and it was incredibly enjoyable. It would have been cheaper if we hadn't paid to be contestants and then not contested, but hey, that's life too. Hard right and punch it. Everyone gets to see the chrome. That's right. All it takes is a flash of chrome.
Buddy Carl sent this kind of far. I'll put this up for a minute, but it's kind of an ad, so it's a one of those intakes. It's a what are those?
Spectra Performance Air High Performance Intake.
$200 for that. Wow.
That's a pricey little intake upgrade.
Okay,
there.
so I'm gonna take the ad away, but yeah, it's performance parts. So we see it. Makes suspect maybe that van leaks. There's a puddle in front of it.
Look
it out in front of it. You think they pushed the van back, or do you think it's just a stain on the ground?
Because you see, there's other cars.
Yeah.
That's just where they park the cars out in the sun for the good pictures. That's some other car.
That was the last car.
That van is perfect. If you buy that van, Mexican Spec guarantees it. Lifetime guarantee.
Oh, don't do that.
On every car Mexican Spec sells.
Don't do that.
If you have a breakdown, he will personally come to your house and fix it.
With his toolbox, right?
With his toolbox.
Hot
person.
Air, cold air intake. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do law enforcement military vehicles. You know what that means? We're going to have an hour at least of Crown Vics. What everybody's done.
No Crown Vics. That should be the rule.
No, that's a law enforcement vehicle.
Okay.
That was the law enforcement vehicle for what? Since like the mid 90s all the way up to what was the last year?
Well, if we make it military and law enforcement, are we going to have like tanks and stuff?
I don't know about tanks. I don't know. I'd rather make like the special pickups and stuff that people would. I'd say let's do it with the military stuff, like pretty much things you can buy surplus, like those little Jeeps and Humvees and all the stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe like I see Mark Sauvé there. Maybe there's some Canadian vehicles we don't know about because they're Canadian military, and maybe they sell those to civilians after they're finished with them. I don't know. I remember Spectra starting as low quality cheap parts like Proform.
I do too. Is it better now? Because I just cheap knockoff comes to mind.
Yeah, Mexican Spec says Diplomat was a cop car. Yeah, Diplomat. Then the first series Crown Vics, the boxy ones. Then the rounded off Crown Vics, and then the Charger, and then kind of at the same time were the Ford Explorers, and that's kind of all that's left now. I think maybe there's still some new Chargers out there.
The Diplomat was a cop car offering. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, because I think they put a 360 Magnum high output engine in cop cars for, there was all different manner of it. A big 4-door sedan that was used for all different kinds of. It
Canadian,
could be outfitted however they needed it to be.
Canadian police vehicle is a horse. Yeah, they are RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I was there years ago, and I got talking to one of the cops, and I thought, man, it'd be kind of fun to come up here and be a cop, because you just think differently about Canada. You think of the crime is different. It's like somebody makes a mistake. You don't think there's a bunch of criminals, but there are. It's as bad as it is here. It's just different. So, yeah, I'm sure it is. There's somebody robs banks and stuff, all that kind of crap. But when I was up there, I'm trying to think of what they had. I think they had just like a big Ford product. I don't
I mean
remember.
that's usually bid by the municipality, so I'll bet it depends on the area what whoever dropped the best bid. So
Well, the
it was
thing is
different
about
everywhere.
RCMP is a nationwide police force, which we don't have here. So they RCMP is all over Canada, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know. Then that's another thing. If you're a cop in Canada, RCMP, you could get stationed in one place and then probably get stationed. So probably kind of like the military, you get moved around, big moves. I would think. I don't know. Just be interesting. Uh, Mexican spec. Can a Mexican person be Canadian, or does one cancel the other out? That's Ari's asking that. So, Kim,
Yeah,
I guess we're doing that next week.
that
I don't know
sounds
if you
good.
wrote it. Oh, it's already written down.
It's written down.
It's already written down because we wrote it down before.
You guys know what to do. Find some pictures.
So I think
We
we're gonna.
also want to see your projects. If you're working on your car, like if you can think of, make the time, grab a quick picture of your progress, where it's at, what's going on, something cool you see in the neighborhood, your friend's car. I don't care. Send it. Personal stuff is always allowed. It doesn't matter what the topic is, and we really like to see it. Family picture, anything automotive adjacent, send it in. We love to see it. We'll try and talk about it when you're here so that we can have a little bit of a conversation because it's entertaining that way. And we
See,
appreciate it.
Mexican spec says the accent would be wild though. Be like, gracias, eh? Oh man. Oh, we got one more here to look at. Let's see what Buddy Carfano sent
The
in.
United States has the most horses. I was surprised. They
Oh, he
probably have a
says
lot of horses.
this is a 78 Zephyr like mine.
That is enormous.
So
That seems almost
Buddy
out of
Carfano
place.
says that's an engine for my car. Yeah, I don't want to look around that, but I mean it'd be fun to drive. Look at the routing for the hoses.
It's more fun to look at it than it would be to
It's
drive.
got what I noticed right away is somebody made a 4-row radiator by taking two-row radiators and putting them together. Look at that. If you know radiators, you can see that. That is weird. That is really weird.
It's pretty
Anyway,
loud.
so it's time. We have been here for
It's
2 hours, so we're gonna be back in a week, but we'll be up at the shop a couple of times, probably Thursday and Saturday, and do in shop stuff. Somebody here wrote me an email about that. They thought it was pretty cool. We did. Oh, I think I just scrolled that.
Hey, you guys
badly.
are
did.
frequently watching his daily shorts and making comments. That's fantastic. We appreciate your interaction. You know, we like when jokes and little comments and encouragement. It means a lot. So we really appreciate it. Thank you. And it's fun, and I
Oh.
appreciate you guys showing up for live streams,
Who is
even if
this?
you can only
Oh,
just
oh.
stop in and say hello.
Who is
You know, not
this?
everybody can stay for hours long live streams. And some
Including
days
us.
it wears us out. Yeah, 2 hours is not that long, but we're 2 hours tonight. We're 2 hours on Thursday. We're 2 hours on Saturday. So we're shying away from 4 hour streams to try and bring better content, some more long form content. We hope you guys are enjoying the little things that we're doing, and you're worth it, and we appreciate you.
So I don't know if he's here. Somebody comes in here and battery 2440 is their screen name. Wrote me an email. If you're here, I responded to that. So, and I look at emails. Sometimes I'm a couple of days late, but I do look at them. So,
Buddy Carfano
yep.
asks, what color did we pick for the AC machine? We didn't do the AC machine yet because we were finishing up with the toolbox, and then I got to move the toolbox so we can get to the metal brake so he can make it. So we didn't get to the painting yet, and it's actually been in the air.
Okay.
What was the major consensus of that? Was it
Oh,
blue?
I had everything all over the place.
I think it was blue, though. People
Everything
wanted
from
blue?
everything from rainbow to whatever you got in the cabinet to machinery gray, which I kind of like machinery colors. I don't know.
We don't know yet. It's still up in the air.
Hemi
Wait and
orange.
see.
I don't know.
Yeah, we've got several smaller projects that are like 1 day projects that we will probably make into videos that will be coming out. The big video of me finishing up the skid loader, which, spoilers, the skid loader is running and operating pretty good. We got it washed down, and it's looking better than it's looked in a long time.
Oh, everybody
And
wants you to pressure wash it.
It's running.
Once she got it running,
running,
she pulled it over to the house where we have the pressure washer.
washed off some of that bilge out.
Yeah, it looks really a whole lot better.
It
now.
looks oranger than I thought it was. And
Mexican
yeah,
Spec
it
says,
starts
look,
and runs really good.
Mexican Spec says, look for the last email. I do not have another email. Last one I have from you was
It'll
the
show up. Give it a
Econoline.
second.
Yeah, maybe it's got to go
Keep
through.
talking.
It's got to go through customs.
Olive says mask off a racing stripe for more speed. That makes sense.
A plaid.
That makes sense.
See, somebody sent in and said
That would be
plaid.
cool.
That may have been Mark. So
You know what I need to get? What I'll do is I'll make inlays. Plaid. Do you have an embossing thing so we can make an inlay in the metal? And then I'll get some of that like wallpaper that stick on.
You could upholster it like a vinyl top.
Upholster it like a vinyl top. This could happen. It could happen.
We get all carried away. We could make it out of foam and fiberglass. Ooh, that's not
That'll
bad.
really get the internet riled up, wouldn't it?
That'd be a lot of money to spend on a cover.
The AC should be blue and white. All right, Andrew.
Mexican
Andrew's
Spec
telling
says
us
it's
the
from
truth.
Andrew Button. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I see that one. What's it say? Just caught you guys on my cell phone last week. That's it. Last week.
Is there an attachment?
I don't see an attachment.
We didn't get an attachment.
So it was from Andrew Button. Yeah, I saw that.
Andrew, are you stalking us? Why didn't you stop and say hello? We're here.
Have you both tested? We don't test cars in Mexico.
I had the man in Walmart stopped and said hello to me. He knew me from my channel.
Oh, I remember that guy.
That's
Didn't
pretty cool.
he have like a
Nice
Chevelle
guy.
or something? Yeah, I don't remember.
I thought he had a Corvette.
Or maybe it's a Corvette. I remember he had some kind of car.
Anyways, yeah, car people all over. We are worldwide known at this point. Not because we're great, but because you guys are great.
Oh, here's another one. Oh, Andrew Button now sends the same
Here it
email,
comes.
but with a picture.
Oh, it's going to be one of those joke pictures. I see it coming. I don't know what it looks like, but I see
So
it
do we
coming.
show a joke picture?
You better look at it before you put it up there. Make sure it's nothing indecent.
I think it'll pop up. Oh, it popped up over there. Buff and Kim off-roading last week, 12 miles outside Clarksville.
There you go. We've got our, we're up at Fort Campbell. Yep.
Look at the helmets we got on.
We need helmet. When you're driving like that, you need a helmet.
Look at those helmets.
Those are the helmets we're going to wear to No Name Nationals.
No. Oh, man. It's they just say a helmet, don't they? Or do they have specs for the helmet? So I can't just go put a...
But Andrew couldn't...
I can't put a football helmet on or one of those or something.
Andrew said hello, but we couldn't hear him because we were making too much noise with that little Jeep.
Okay.
That's going to be us in the Bronco once I get it running.
Not that hand.
There you go. He's learning.
Because this
It's
hand,
slow.
if
Okay,
I
let's
say
go to
goodbye, I'll flick her
go
in
to
the
the
face.
bigger
Oh, I want to say something Mexican Spec.
Okay,
Because he gave me some crap because I always click out while Kim's still talking. Well, here's the deal. She will not stop talking until I click out. And that's her game. So I wait and wait. If I wait for her to...
my game.
If I click out, if I wait for her to click out, or her stop talking, she won't stop. So the deal is that I'm supposed to click while she's still talking. So that's not an error, Mexican
Brain
Spec.
buckets. It is Mexican Spec. Good night, everybody. Thank you to our moderators. Thanks for all our
I'm trying to shut it off with
you
you.
can't.
I
It's
can't.
me in
It's,
in
that's,
the in
that's
the house.
dumb.
It's me.
It's your
So who else do we
Take
need
care,
to
everybody.
thank? Thanks to everybody who we need to thank. We appreciate you all for being here. We'll be back on Thursday night, later, doing the cleanup crew with Buff and Kim, and also on Saturday. We look forward to anybody who's able to stop in and hang out with us. Maybe we'll get some work done. I don't even know what we'll be working on, but you'll find out. Maybe it'll be interesting. And check out new content, long form content that's also going to be on the channel. Thanks, everybody. We'll see